I'm Dan Galusha, and welcome to another For the Fun of It edition of Shootin' Plink. And I say for the fun of it, and this time I'm going to explain what I'm talking about. For the fun of it is actually another go-around for all the guns that we've reviewed and such. And by doing that, we're doing a couple of things actually. We're letting you see them being fired again after they've been shot for a while. And once in a while we run into a few things that we hadn't planned on, such as the ammunition. We talked about that in one of them just here recently because we were shooting with some firearms. And we do this with both firearms and also our air guns, which we're going to be doing today. And this is the perfect for the fun of it because it's probably two of the guns that are what you'd really call fun. The one, in fact, you can hear some of our plinking targets already falling back there. The one, of course, is the ultimate of fun shooting in air guns, the Red Ryder, the Daisy Red Ryder, and this is the adult Red Ryder. And then naturally we've got some noise back there, as you can hear. And the other one is the Umarex NXG multi-pump. That is one of my favorites by far. Well, this one's going to be shooting BBs and this one's going to be doing pellets. And like I said, we're just going to be doing it for the fun of it, doing some shooting here. And we're going to go at different ranges with this and try to do some plinking, although as you can see up there, some of them have already fallen over because we're going to plink with this. We are not going to shoot at AR steel with a BB. We are with this one, and this is going to be using RWS pellets, a couple of different types. The one's the hobby and the other one is the dome pellet that they got. I think it's called a super dome. So we're going to be firing pellets out of this, but we're going to do this first, and hopefully our targets stand up. I may have to get out my AR-500 targets and kind of use them as bookends like I did before and shoot them that way. But as I said, I've got this one, by the way, loaded with two of my favorite BBs, the Umarex Steel and the Hornady Black Diamond. I really like those, and that's one thing about this gun. It will hold 600 rounds, so if you load this thing up, you don't need to carry any extra ammo with you. But as I said, we're going to shoot this first, and we'll shoot at different ranges, and I'll be telling you where you're setting at 10 yards right now. Actually, a little less. I'm going to be going back to 10 yards. But we're going to set these down, and I'm going to get those set back up, and then we're going to do some shooting. It got so doggone windy, you can see what I had to do, and there's another thing you can do too, which I'll tell you about in a little bit, but unfortunately can't today, and I'll tell you why. But I've used my Make It Ring knockover targets that are AR-500s as kind of bookends for some of those, and then the others I line them up down below. And we'll just see what happens here. Hopefully I can knock those out of there. I don't know. I might have them in there too tight. Well, look, we'll find out. Well, that one went out. That one didn't, but it hit. Let's take off one of these. It didn't go over, but it definitely hit. That baby came back at it. Finally, went down. Oh, that one finally went. Hit it, didn't go. That's okay. Gives you more of a chance to shoot them. I don't think those are actually going to get knocked out of there. That one did. I'm going to try that one again and see if it'll go out. Hit the Make It Ring. There's that one. He's shooting off. There, I got it. Okay. Well, you see, we set those back up and move back just a little bit further, and we try it from there. Right now I'm going to be moving back here. I'm going to leave you here at 10 yards. And I'm going to go back there to about 25 yards, see how we do with it. Yeah, you know, I mean, BB didn't even go into them, but it dented a few of them. So let's go back and do some shooting. Hey, you know, that was fun. A bit of a challenge, but fun. And that's what you want. It makes it more fun if you got a challenge like that. Now, before we start shooting, of course, I've got to get those others. And one of the problems I had is you guys were up here in my way. Yep, that's right. The camera was dead center in my way. I had to move over there further. So, from 25 yards, freestanding with the Daisy Red Ryder, I guess I didn't do too bad. But like I said, I'm going to tell you first what you can do with those to get them to hold up just a little bit better. And I'm going to move those so that I can shoot at those others with the Umarex NXG in just a second. So I'm going to get one of those and then I'm going to talk to you about it. As I said, these are very lightweight like that. In fact, while we're at it, I'll show you. I can see here. Found it here. There's a dent right there. See, the BB didn't even go through it, but it did dent it, knocked it over, whatever. So I don't know how good this other idea I'm going to tell you will work with the BBs. With the pellets, I know it will work, but I've never tried it really with BBs because most of the time I shoot these with the wind isn't this bad. Although I've always got wind, don't I? Anyhow, what you can do is fill this, since you got the cap, not the whole bottle. Just enough to put a little weight down on the bottom. I would suggest sand. Why not water? And water would be the easiest because you could adjust it pretty easy. The reason being is then you shoot it and you got water coming out of it. Big deal? No, not really. But if you want to reuse the bottle again, it's not going to hold the water. So sand, it will still hold some sand and still be weighted. So you can set it back up and use it again. You know, it's just one of those things. See, they're out, like out here. You want to set it back up and your water all run out and you don't have any of the water to fill it with, you kind of shot, aren't you? Plus, even if you filled it, it was running out because the hole was here or whatever, you still couldn't weight it. But with the sand, you can still put a little bit in. So anyway, that's a tip for you, what you can do with these to hold them up and make them a little bit more stable, or you can make, usually like you make at ring ones. Well, I'm back here at the backyard knife throwing range and air gun range. And why? Well, when I came back to the editing studio, found out that there were a couple of files that were corrupted when I started shooting the NXG, the Umarex NXG. No problem with the gun, just with either the camera or the card, not sure. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this in another video, just for fun of it in one, and do some shooting with this one and talk a little bit about some of the things with this. Of course, the review's already been done, but instead what this is going to be is the close by using the Red Ryder, the Daisy Red Ryder. That was a lot of fun out there at our Cedar Oaks shooting range. In fact, so much fun that after I turn the camera off, I'm going to get out some of my cardboard targets that I use and plink away with this thing. So until next time, shoot safe and have a great day of plinking.